5/4.
Very good. I don't know the answer. Good. Let's check. So 4 times 9, 36, equals 3 times 4, 12x. 3 times 7, it was 7, right? 21. Good. I move 21 to the other side, and I get 15 equals 12x. So x equals 15 divided by 12. Of course, I'll simplify by 3, and I get 5/4. Excellent. Always simplify before you enter the answer. Not difficult, and it's not going to take long to verify. Let's go back and verify. The left-hand side is 4/3, but the right-hand side is 4 multiplied by 5/4 plus 7 over 9. And we want to see if this results in 4/3. If it does, then this is correct. If it doesn't, then this is incorrect. So of course I will not multiply but simplify. Always be wise. Always simplify before you multiply. 5 plus 7 is 12. So 12 divided by 9. So I will simplify by 3. It was 9? It was 9. So I will simplify by 3. Something, what did I do? 4/3? Yeah, that's correct. So divide by 3. I was looking here for some reason instead of looking here. So divide by 3 and we get 4. Divide by 3 and we get, and this is correct. So yes, absolutely. Good. Let's see if there is anything else. What if we have the equation y equals 2x plus 4, and we are asked to verify if -1, 0 is a solution, if -2, 0 is a solution, and if 1/2, 5 is a solution. So we are given an equation of a line, a linear equation, and we're asked, is this point on this line? Is this point on this line? Is this point on this line? What do we need to know? Well, maybe I should say, what do we need to do to verify?
Put that in the calculator and then go to tables and see if it's in the table?
No, I will never ever do that. I will replace x by -1. -2 plus 4 is not 0. I will replace this by -2. -2, -4 plus 4 is 0. I will replace this by 1/2. 2 times 1/2 is 1. 1 plus 5 is indeed 5, and I will say yes. Do not do that because your increment may not be good enough. It's not a good idea when this is a 3-second problem. Stretching it to 4 seconds if you want. Just plugging in the graphing calculator will take a minute. And then look it up and down forever, and you may not get these. Good. Is there anything else that you would like to ask? Maybe you want to review some more graphing, some more solving equations. Any other problem that you can think of? Okay, here's one. 1/2 x plus 2/5 equals 9/10. So let's think about this one for a minute. And please tell me, what do you think I would do? Yes, I'm interested in what you would do, but I'm hoping you remember what I would do.
You would multiply everything by 10.
Of course I would. I have nothing against fractions, but why not make it easy if I could? Why not? So if you go along with my suggestion, what equation will you write after multiplying each and every fraction, each and every term by 10?
Five x plus 4 equals 9.
Absolutely. Look at this. Piece of cake. Move 4, divide by 5. Nothing. Is it true? I don't know. But it takes a blink to verify. 1/2 plus 2/5. 1/2 plus 2/5. The least common denominator is 10. This one needs a 5. This one needs a 2. Sorry. So 5 plus 4 is 9. Done. And now confidently, I will enter x equals 1 because I know I will not make a mistake. I cannot stress enough. Even if we in class, we did not verify 100% of equations, we verified 92% or 95%, you should always verify the answer before you enter it. Because you can. And it's not an inconvenience. And it will help you long run. You develop a skill, you develop a procedure, a protocol, you will never forget to check, and you will enter and you are confident that this is not a mistake. Good. Anything else that you would like to go back to? So just go back and browse through the homework problems and say, I want to see this, or I want to see this, or I want to see this. Anything that you think that we should still work on?
Does this include like module 30? Because I had 2 from there that I couldn't figure out on
Please,
homework.
please, please, I want them. Yes, yes, please. Yes.
Okay.
So this is on mod 3 and mod 4. Or,
This was, I think,
yes,
practice 3.5. I think it was practice 3.5.
okay, practice 3.5 and the problem?
It was question 41 and 30. Yeah, 41 and 35.
Excellent. Very good. Let me open it. They will be different because I get different problems, you get different problems. Or if you want to give us those problems that you had, that's fine too. So in 3.5, let me open practice 3.5. Thank you. That's what I wanted to hear. Any problem, anything. So let's look at, let's start with 35. If you don't like this question that I'm getting, then please share your screen and we can work on your problem. A new car has a list price. Is this the one?
Yeah, these were. It's just like these word problems because I don't understand like some of these like technical terms like.
Sure.
And, like
Yes, I agree. A new car has a list price of $33,500. This is what is on the sticker. Suppose that the dealer markup on this car is markup 20%, but I cannot use 20% of 33,500. I have to use 0.2. So if you remember, we talked about that silly example. I want to buy a t-shirt of $10 and I go to the cashier, but they will add 6% in Maryland onto of the price of 10. So then I will end up paying 1 plus 0.06, which is 1.06 multiplied by 10, which is $10.60. So to the original price, the dealer is adding a huge amount of 20% of the original, of the sticker price. So the question is, how much will I end up paying? Well, I'm paying for the 20% that of 33,500 that he's getting. So with the graphing calculator, you can just multiply this by 1.2, because 1x plus 0.2x is 1.2x. But we can also perform the operation we see, which is the same thing. So we have 33,500 plus the 0.2% or 20% of 33,500. And this is what we end up paying, a lot more. So we end up paying for this car 40,200. Is the idea okay? Is it better now?
I like always set up this kind of question, but this might sound stupid, but I didn't know what markup meant, so I was trying to figure that out.
Yeah, the markup is their commission. Yes, I understand. Okay, commission is the same with markup.
$40,200 is not what they wanted though. They wanted what the dealer paid for the car.
Yes, so this is what the dealer paid for the car?
No. He adds the 20. That already has the 20% on it. If you put it in the thing, it wants 33,500 divided by 1.2.
Oh yeah. So suppose the dealer markup is this. What is
This one took me a while too. It was hard. It took me a bit. I just know whenever he is asked, remember if you divide the big number by 0.2,
Yeah. So
number.
yes.
So I from the point.
No, I didn't finish reading the problem. So a new car has a list price of this, and that includes the markup. That includes the markup because that's the list price. I thought that was the sticker price. In my mind, I thought that was the sticker price. That's what I said. So you're correct.
916.
Yes, you're correct. So forgive me, everybody. So Rachel is correct. So that is the price that we have to pay. So if the price is 33,500, this is what we end up paying. Then to a price of X, we have to add 20% of X to see what was the cost to the dealer. For some reason, I thought that was the sticker price, and they were adding 20% of the sticker price. How much will we end up paying? This is correct, but this is not what they're asking. So what they were asking is, this is what we pay. So to the sticker price, the price that they pay, the price that they pay the manufacturer, plus their 20% of that price.
We're not able to see the paper.
Of course not.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. So again, this was correct. My thought was correct. So if this was the sticker price, we will have to add 20% of the sticker price to end up paying this. But this is not what they were asking. They were telling us that we, outside the door, unless they add more taxes and freight and whatever. So this is what we get the car for. And they're telling us that the commission on the original price, on the sticker price, is 20%. So 1x, because there is always a 1 in front of x. But if it's a minus, it's a negative 1, right? But 1 plus 0.2 is 1.2x equals 33,500. And then x is this over this. 33,500 over 1.2. How much did you get? You said 20?
27,000. Oh, I deleted it. Oh.
That's okay. No worries.
33,500 divided by 1.2. 27,916.67.
Good. So 27,916.67. Very good. So this is the sticker price, meaning this is what the dealer or the dealership paid for the car. We will end up paying $33,500 because they're adding their commission or markup of 20%. Thank you. It pays to read the problem entirely before you do anything.
I had to read it like 3 or 4 times until I finally got it.
Good. Thank you so much. So now let's look at 41. Let's see what 41 is telling us. Yvette buys sandwiches for $20 from a restaurant using its online ordering system. So that's the price to the consumer. Okay. Then her bill included the food purchase as well as 8.6 sales tax. So 8.6% of X plus 8.6 of X, and she ended up paying $25. This is what we understand from the very first sentence. And yes, I will read it again now. Yvette buys sandwiches for $25 from a restaurant using its online ordering system. Her bill included the food cost as well as 8.6 sales tax on the food cost. That has to be always clear. She chooses to add a 16% tip for the delivery driver to the bill when she completes the order online. So the tip, 16%. To the nearest whole percent, what percent did she pay over the price of the sandwich? Now, so the tip is for the delivery, but to the bill. So now what is not clear here is the 16% on the cost of the food, or is it 16% on $25? Because the $25 includes the sales tax. So this part is not clear to me. So she chooses to add a 16% tip for the delivery. Fine, to the bill. So that her bill included. So to the bill means to 25% because it says the bill is the total, which is included. Okay, so then to me, the 16% is added to 25%. Okay, so that 16% is added to 25%. So 25%, I didn't mean that. So 25 multiplied by 0.16, that will be what she will pay total. Because she paid 16% on the bill, and the bill is $25. So 25 times 0.16, 25 times 0.16. So she added $4. Now, if we want to determine the price per sandwich before tax, then we will write X plus 0.086 of X equals 25. When we add these, remember there is always a 1 in here. 1 plus 0.086 is 1.086X equals 25. So the actual price of each sandwich is 25 divided by 1.086. So that is $23.02. So if we want to determine the price per sandwich.
I don't know if that's what they're asking.
I'm just saying if we need to determine that. They're not. So Yvette paid over the price of the sandwiches. So we know she paid 4% of the bill. So she paid $4 extra. Now they want us to determine the percent she paid over the price of the sandwich. So we know that this is the actual price, right? This is the actual price of each sandwich. So the price of the sandwich plus 8.6% of the price of the sandwich, she ended up paying $25. Now, they want us to explain what is the percentage, what does $4 represent, what is the percentage that she added for the actual cost of the sandwich in this $4. That's what they want next. So this is what we found so far. The bill is $25. The cost for each sandwich is $23.02. We know that she added $4 to this bill. Now, we want to determine what is the percentage the percentage increase on the cost. This is a little bit silly, but it's an interesting situation. So what does $4 represent over this cost? Does it make any sense what I'm saying?
So, is it kind of? I don't really know how to set it up from here.
Yeah, is it clear so far? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'll write it on my note sheet when I take the test, but
Yes, we didn't finish. I just wanted to make sure that this is clear so far.
yeah, I think so.
Okay, good. So when we see the question, again, the question says, she paid such and such percent over the price of the sandwiches. Round to the nearest whole number is needed. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was the 16 plus 8.6.
You cannot add the percentages like that because she added 16% on this amount.
On mine, it says my answer is 24%. It's a similar question for the answer.
So
But I would like to explain this the correct, like how to do this too, because this is a hard one. I didn't understand it either. I just added the percents together, then rounded up to the nearest one.
So you're saying that you added the 16% to 8.6%?
Yeah, and that's the total percent she paid over the price.
Even if the answer is correct, the wording is not what they are telling us.
Like I said, if you please show us how to do it. I didn't understand. I don't even know if I did it correct, but I got the answer correct. Please show us how to do it because I don't know how to do this one.
So I'm just trying to understand what they're asking, and I'm trying to go through step by step. So they're telling us that she's paying $4 extra. So basically, she's paying $29. Now, this is the cost of each sandwich. And I'm assuming that this is the cost of one sandwich, the whole thing, because we're only talking about one here. So she's adding $4 to this bill to end up paying $29. But now what they want us to determine is this $4, what is the percentage on 23.02? Because we do have an increase of 8.6 on 23.02. Adding 16% to this, in other words, what you're saying, the 16 plus 8.6%, it's 24.6. It's not what they're asking. To me, it's not what they're
And
asking.
they asked for rounded up, so I think it'd be 25%.
Run to the nearest whole number. But the explanation they have in here, to me, to the nearest whole
confusing.
percent, what percent did she pay over the
Great
price?
question, Adriana.
So just adding the 8.6% to 16% and just putting in 25%, it's not what they're saying to me. It's incorrect. So it cannot be. So that's what I'm saying. This is not.
So
What-
if you round up how I got it, if you put in 26, it would work.
Do you mean?
If you put 26%, it'll work.
But it's 24.6. How am I getting 26?
Then I'm wrong. It'll be showing how I'm wrong.
So this is not what they want. So we are trying to determine what is the percentage increase on X that is represented by $4. That's what we want. So we end up paying $29. So this is still the 23.02, the original price, plus whatever of 23.02. This is what we're asked to determine. So I'm not going to use X because I already used X. I'm going to use Y or Z or W. It doesn't matter. So 23.02 plus W times, because this is the percent I'm looking for, 23.02 equals 29. I subtract 23.02 times 23.02 equals 29 minus 23.02. So then W equals 29 minus 23.02 over 23.02. And this is the percent that this $4 is of the original price. So that's the increase. Percent. So where are we? 29. I think the wording, you're correct. I think the wording is not the best. Divided by 23.02. So, okay, so that's how we get the 26. So this is, but this is not how, so it's 9.7. So W equals 0.25977, but that is not the adding of those two numbers. That's what I'm trying to explain. So
when I did my homework, I did it several questions. I just added the numbers and then added one more number just because.
But because but that's incorrect. You cannot. Why don't you add two numbers? Why don't you add three numbers?
I'm glad you showed me how to do this.
Yes.
I just didn't know how to figure out the 29. So
okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So this is 25.97%. And because it says round to the nearest number, that's how we know it's indeed 26%. Now this should be correct. But the wording of the problem, I give you that. I don't think the wording is correct. And please do not add these percentages.
Is there one like this on the test? Because this is a hard one.
So this is 26%. And it's hard because it's I don't think it's a correct wording. So it's a little bit twisted. Why is it twisted? Because they're not really telling us to find the price, the original price of the sandwich. They're not. We had to find it. First, we had to find what this represents. Okay, so it's $4. Then I had to add $4 to 25 to have the total bill ready. So this is the total bill now. It's 29. She's paying 29, which means to the original price per sandwich of 23.02, she's adding a percent on 23.02, and she ends up paying $29. But first I had to find the add-on. Then I had to add it to the original. I also had to determine the original price of the sandwich. And then write another equation, which is basically the third one, right? The second one, 2 calculations, right? So first of 1, 2, 3, 3 equations in this problem. So I had to write another equation where I denoted the percent by whatever letter you want, A, B, C, whatever, but not X because we already used X. Move 23.02 to the other side, subtract, divide by this, get the percent, the decimal number first, change in the percent, read the fine print to see how to enter the answer. But this is, again, please do not make that mistake. It's not 8.6 plus 16. So do not do that.
Thank you for showing us. I appreciate you
Good.
so much.
My pleasure. So do you want me to go back? I fully understand this is not a clear question. I give you that.
Could you just go and click on the other thing, just click a similar question, just work through it again? Because again,
Oh,
that
yes,
is a hard
yes,
one for me.
yes,
That is hard.
yes. Do you want me to do that? How do I do that for a similar question? I go back to
You
41.
just click it in similar question. Yeah.
Yes, of course. And how do I click on similar?
Oh, you gotta put your answer in. Just answer this. You already got one. You already got a new one. That's
Oh,
what you're doing.
excellent, excellent, excellent. Good. So let's work on this.